In this city, New York, right now, there are demonstrations about 70 blocks south of us on Wall Street, and they, like you and me, are mad as hell, whether you believe it or not. In fact, those demonstrations spontaneously swept dozens of cities this weekend and resulted in 700 arrests here in New York on Saturday. When I saw all this going on Friday, I went to their website to see what these people were all about. Their mission statement simply said, "The only thing we all have in common is that we are the 99% who will no longer tolerate the greed and corruption of the 1%. That's how they presented themselves. I read it, I thought, I agree with that.
Which is that we must harness this energy to affect positive change in 2012. And so my argument to you guys is that we have an opportunity to convert the energy that you've already harnessed into a channel of a flow of energy into next year where we can push collectively for a constitutional amendment to get the money out. And the reason Wall Street gets the appropriate villainy that it does is because Wall Street is the best vehicle to purchase the government. So I'm offering this as a solution that I found myself and offering it to you as a concept for you to consider and debate as the action item coming off of this energy. And the action item is a single principle: separate business and state. We have a chance, and if we have a chance, we have something to do for the next year.
And I found people from all walks of life who agreed completely with that. And the more I spoke to them, I found that a single sentence from Tea Partiers, old ladies, young radicals, got lawyers from around the corner. Every conversation, there was a shared belief, a singular belief, that wealth should only be a byproduct of working together to solve problems with aligned interests for all, and that a bought government is the barrier to doing that. Now, bear in mind, it is very natural for the mainstream media and the finance industry to bet against these people, to write them off as crazies, to suggest to them that they are on a one-way ticket to nowhere. History, in many ways, is on their side. But I have never personally seen such universal agreement around such a singular set of principles among such a different set of people as the single understanding that the banks and other special interests have turned our democracy into an auction, and action must be taken in 2012 to stop it. In fact, I took to the soapbox at their General Assembly hours after 700 of them had been arrested. My point is simple. This movement can be marginalized, it can be misconstrued, it can be written off. But as a reporter, I'm here to tell you that I agree with the people in that square, and that the people in that square have very little in common with each other than their agreement with me on the single principle and the rising wave that a bought government is something that we will confront in the next year. We are witnessing those waves, whether it's our own campaign that began last Tuesday, which now has 82,000 petitioners after less than a week. We'll be in Washington later this week, I imagine, whether it's Occupy Wall Street, whether it's the Tea Party, whether it's the Root Strikers. I don't care how you identify yourself.